Thank you, Joy, for introduction. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I hope you are enjoying our webinar. So before going off to my topic, just a couple words about Nanobot. So we are a scientific communication agency. We help biotech companies communicate their science, and we are on a mission to help to bring 100 breakthrough products in life science area to market by 2030. So the topic I'm going to cover is marketing and communications, why it actually matters to you, what does it mean to you, and why it's not limited only to promotion. So, and what are the essential communication assets you might need at the very beginning. So let's start. There are 4 original marketing principles, well known as 4 Ps or marketing mix. So they are product, price, place, and promotion. They have been around for decades. What do they mean to you, to a biotech company? So the first one is product, and it's your science. So it might be a molecule to cure cancer, or it might be a medical device to relieve pain. So usually biotech companies have a very strong position here because they are backed by long years studies. So what do I need to think here about is the positioning. So this topic has been covered by the previous speaker, by Mario. The next P is price. Of course, price has a little bit different meaning to a classic biotech company. So what do you need to sell? You need to sell your idea. So you need to get people interested and excited about your idea. So at early stages, maybe to find some co-founders. Later, to become a member of a startup incubator. So, and finally, to raise investment. Place. So where do you tell your story? Where do you communicate about your company? So I encourage you to think about both. How do you present face-to-face? And how do you present online? So what does your website say? What do you say on social media, maybe on webinars? So, and promotion. Last but not least. So promotion means, first of all, communication to biotech companies. So how do I tell my story? So please consider, so it's not enough to say. So you need to be heard and considered. Now I'm going over to communication assets. So here I use must-have and nice-to-have approach. In our experience, we met companies who used to develop the whole package at the very beginning. So in most cases, they were companies backed by investments at the very beginning. So, but in case you are a small biotech company and you need to decide what's a priority for you, so I would drive attention to must-have package. So brand identity, like Mario already mentioned, website, page tag, and one-pager. Of course, it's nice to have a scientific animation to communicate through social media, to communicate through webinars and at conferences. Now I'll talk about each of these compounds, except webinars and presentation at conferences. They will be covered by the next speaker. Brand identity. It's already a classic case when Nanobot is employed to create a scientific animation, and we ask to share with us brand identity, but there is nothing but logo, and sometimes even not in a graphical format, so we can't use it properly. So that's why when you let someone create your logotype, please request source files in graphical format. Please think about basic brand guidelines to define at least colors and fonts, and some templates for your slide deck. You can easily extend it later with tone of voice for both text and picture, with iconography for your products and sub-products. So with print design for your business card and letterheads. So the next is a one-pager or dossier. So you might need it for an investor form. So here I ask the only question. So do you know that 7 seconds decide whether it will be read? So nowadays, everybody is overflooded with information. So please find balance between being predictable and standing out. So what means being predictable? So you have to share the information which is expected by investors to be shared. So of course, visual language plays a big role here. So the information has to be structured and easy to read. Talking about pitch deck, I'd like to highlight 3 points. So the first one, so your pitch deck is not a scientific presentation. So you have 5 minutes or 7 minutes for your pitch, and a big number of graphs can't be read properly and understood. So that's why we recommend concentrating on the most essential things. Less is more. It's really the right principle for your pitch deck. So visual appearance is really worth at least as much as the content. So last year, after some new biotech companies presented at German Biotech Days, I could hear people saying so their presentation wasn't professional, so they should work on it. Similar like with one-pager, so find balance between being predictable and standing out. About what investors expect you to share in your investor deck. So I like it very much because it's based on recommendations of venture capitalists and on experience of successful startups. When talking about website, so please pay attention to clear messaging. So it's really great when people understand at a glance what are you occupied with. So the wording like we are working on a molecule 340 doesn't work as well, like, for example, protecting the gift of sight or accelerating drug development to cure cancer. So visual language matters as well. So use pictures, photos, especially photos with humans. So it's a basic principle of neuromarketing. Humans like watching humans. It works like eye catcher for us. So, and the platform you are developing your website on. In our experience, we met even biotech companies who developed their first website on Wix. So it's up to you. But still, we recommend using professional platforms like WordPress or HubSpot. Both are user-friendly. You can easily manage them. So when creating a simple landing page with 5 screens at the beginning, you can easily extend it later to a full-fledged website. So, and when talking about HubSpot, it has a great feature, their CRM system. So I'm often told we don't need any CRM system. So maybe, but look, it's a great tool to store your communication with investors. So it's your like investment in investor relation. Scientific animation. So I guess nobody doubts is really a powerful communication tool. Whatever you might need. So to create a video about the problem you are working on. Or to create your mode of action video. So to create a simple explainer. I'm often asked about some recommendations, which type of animations should be chosen to tell your story. So it really depends. So when, for example, you need to establish your position as a market leader, of course, you would need something sophisticated. So in 3D, but if you need just an explainer, it can be done in 2D or a simple 3D. So what I'd like to highlight here, so your deliverables. So starting a scientific animation project, please think about illustrations, about loop videos you can get out of it. So, and now about social media appearance. This aspect is often neglected by biotech companies. Recently, I came across a great article on drug discovery Vault platform about how biotech companies leverage social media for their marketing and communication purposes. So, and it's not only about LinkedIn and Twitter, it's also about Instagram Reels, it's about TikTok. What is must have? So clear objective for your social media page. So it can be used for a number of purposes. So to raise awareness, to increase engagement, to communicate with your stakeholders and partners. And what's really nice to have is your communication strategy for social media, so including categories of posts and even post templates with preferred layouts and styles. So, and here I have some success stories about companies we used to work for. So, and analyzing their communication tools they were using. So the first one is about Flowsphere. We met them last year at Swiss Beer, and their CEO wanted to participate at the Bio conference in USA. He wanted us to rethink his brand identity, to create guidelines, to create a video about their technology, and to refresh their pitch deck. We did it in less than 2 months. So already that year, that summer, this company was selected for a number of accelerator programs, and beginning 2023, they were able to raise their pre-seed round of $1 million. So the next one is Dry Therapeutics. We met last year in summer. So that time, this company was raising their seed round, and they were rethinking their brand identity as well. So the first meeting was with Sienna Therapeutics, and later we proceeded with Bry. So you see, even the name of the company is reflecting what they are doing. We were supposed to develop the video about the topics they are working on. So out from the video, they took a lot of illustrations, looped video for their website, social media, etc. So now I know that they started their cooperation with Golgi Incubator and proceed with their science. And the next one, Viper Therapeutics, it's a young biotech company from France. So their CEO, Mehdi, came to us with a clear vision what we had to visualize. We even didn't need to develop the script for them. So everything was just ready, but their budget was limited. And we had to decide between different low budget solutions. So besides, we also refreshed their pitch deck to make it more professional. So, and we were happy to see that first they were vice champion at the Boston Biotechnology Summit, and I guess 2 months ago they were a nominee in the best startup category of the Gallen Foundation. So summarizing, I would encourage you to think about communication as early as possible, and please employ professionals for this purpose. So this is not my words. So it's a piece of advice given by investors at the last Swiss Biotech conference to young biotech companies. So it will really save your time to proceed with science. So thank you for your attention. First of all, we overthink everything we need to communicate. So we concentrate on the most essential things. So we discuss with our customers to cut maybe textual information, and we enrich it with visual information. As so, in fact, visuals deliver more information than we usually think. So, and your visual language usually helps to communicate properly.